Hey guys, welcome back to Florida Man Cryptos. I know what you're thinking. Why does he have this from 2 years ago on his screen? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. And I think you guys are really going to appreciate what I'm trying to show you because now it has come true. It's verifiably true. You cannot argue with it. I'm putting a link to the video that I'm about to show you right here. It's going to be in the description, and this is from 2 years ago. So let me show you what I want to show you, and then I'm going to show you what I think is going to happen, why I think it's going to happen, and I want you to know that this is all my opinion. Just because it has always happened, always, every single time, it has happened the way I'm telling you. And it did happen again, just like I told you it would 2 years ago. Man, I really sound douchey. I don't mean to sound douchey, but you guys are missing out on the opportunity. But it's really important that you know exactly what to expect because this market is made to take your money. It's the most volatile market in the world. And know what you're doing. So let's listen to what I say in the video. I really encourage you guys to click the link in the description and watch this whole video. It's only 17 minutes long. But here, this is going to be the best time to short for a long-term short. You know we're going to see like an 80% correction. So maybe what I'm going to do is somewhere around 4 years from then. So somewhere around midsummer 2025. I'm going to be looking to sell everything I own, all of my cryptos, and I'm likely going to be starting some shorts. And I'm likely going to ride those mofos all the way down to 85% less than what the previous all-time high was. And that's going to make me a shitload of money, and it's going to make me a happy camper. Alright, so that's really all I needed you to see. I wanted you to see why you need to watch that video. Because if you look down here, so I made this in, it looks like July. July of 2024. The calendar didn't go out. See, this is 2025 right here, so this would be January. The calendar didn't go out far enough for me to guess the month, but this yellow bar right here is what told me. Okay, so now here we go into the actual video that I think you guys really need to see. Okay, so that yellow line is this yellow line right here. And I know you're thinking to yourself, but Florida Man, what's with the yellow line? So let me zoom out. And first, I think it's really important to know that in 2009, Bitcoin was zero. In 2010, Bitcoin was like almost zero. In November 29th, 2010, Bitcoin price is 48 cents. So, well, I'm going to say some things that sound kind of bearish. But so far, we're up that many percent. So if you'll notice, the trend is up and to the right. Even though I say bearish things right now, because we run in 4-year cycles, you're going to hear people talk about it's the business cycle, it's an extended cycle, it's the halvings, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why you call it, what you call it, or what you attribute to this pattern happening, just watch what I'm going to show you, and your mind is going to be blown. Alright, so here I have all the peaks labeled. Let's turn on 2013 peak. Price was $1,000. Let's turn on the 2017, so the next time we made an all-time high. $20,000. 2021. I don't know, 67,000. I think it was 69 really, but whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is this vertical line, because what I'm doing is I'm just marking the peaks. And then we'll do 2025. Okay, this was the yellow line that I showed you in the video from 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, I made a video showing you exactly what I'm going to show you right now. I have a slight variation, and I have more info that I'm going to show you, so please stay tuned. And send this, hit the subscribe. Comment if you don't understand something that I'm saying. Comment down below and ask me the question. Because I don't want to see anybody miss out on another one. Alright, so I'm going to turn the 2025 peak back on. So let me zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this right here, this was the highest price that we reached, 126,000. And now let's figure out where I got these yellow lines from and how important they are. So every 4 years, 2013, 17, 21, 25. So how long was it from peak to peak? It was that long. We're just using this trend line as a measuring stick. Let's do it again. It's that long, peak to peak. It's that long, peak to peak. We only can go back to 2009, but I don't know how much. If it's coincidence, it's coincidence. Someday this will stop being true. Just because it happened before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But, I mean, it's happened every single time. So, I think the next cycle, the next major, maybe we'll hit 130, who cares? Maybe we'll hit 150, who cares? But what I think is sometime around September, it's showing September, September 3rd. When this yellow line ends, that's when I'm going to sell everything next time. So right now I am almost completely out of crypto. I did save moon bags, but okay, so now we know that this yellow line shows us when the peak is going to be. When the peak is going to be. When the peak is going to be. There you go, folks. So now you know when the peaks are going to happen. I'm going to turn this line off. This is the next thing I want to show you. So, from the peak to the lowest price of the bear market was this yellow line this long. The lowest price for this cycle was this same yellow line long. The lowest price for this cycle, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. The lowest price for this cycle was that yellow line long. So, I am expecting sometime around October 19th, 2026 to be the next best time. I'm not putting more money in unless some crazy monetary reset thing happens. I'm going to wait until October. I am not going to DCA. I'm not going to catch a falling knife. That's what people call it. I'm not going to DCA much on the way down. And I'll show you why in just a minute. And I'm going to show you how far I think we're going to go down. So what I'm hoping to show here is how predictable these markets are. It's the most volatile market in the world. It's very unpredictable. But if you look at it, if you just zoom out and look at it, it's very predictable long term. And hopefully I will continue to be right. And I have a fun challenge for everybody at the end of the video. Alright, so let me turn off. I'm not going to turn anything off yet. This is another. So this is a bars pattern. And it's, you just come right over here to, here, let me delete this one. I'll get it right out of here. And we'll just figure out how to make a new one. Because I can't remember which icon I think it's this one. If you see it before I do, let me know. Is it this one? We're looking for bars pattern. Alright, oh, there we are, right there. Okay. So we clicked it, and we're going to start it here. And we'll just end it. We'll end it right here. Where it ends doesn't really matter that much. Where it begins is what's important, and then what's next. So what I just did is I just took a copy of this. And this is what we're going to do with it. Let's move it back. That's pretty close to the same thing. That after we peak out and we move down, that's pretty close to the same thing. Let's do this again over here. It's not exact, but it's pretty close to the same thing. Okay, so now let's move this over to where we are in this cycle, and we'll see how this pans out. You seeing it, guys? It's pretty close to the same thing that we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to take this off the screen, and I'm going to take my peaks. Let me zoom out so you guys can see. Alright, so I'm going to take my peaks off. 13. Now this is crazy. This is something that I discovered this year, and I don't even remember what prompted me to look at it. The elections were coming up, so that's why I looked at it. But alright, so in 2012 we had an election. Man, I think I didn't mark that date. So elections are in November, right? I am going to mark it right now. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had this done. So let's find November 8th. Let's zoom in a little bit so I can find November 8th. Alright. Here, there's the 7th. Close enough. Okay. So here's what I'm talking about. So this day, just pretend we're on the 8th. So this day is election day. Hey, that should be a 12. November. I'm not editing this out. You guys get you get the raw, uncut version of me. You get the clean version when Olivia does it. Okay, so here's what I wanted to show you. Election day, we have never gone below this horizontal line, represents the price on election day. The vertical line is election day, within a day or two. Okay, so let's look at the chart. I'm just going to zoom out so it goes quicker. We've never gone below that price ever again. This is where it gets bizarre. So let's look at 2016 election day. So November 7th, 2016. What was the price? The price was $674. And you guys fact check me on this stuff. If you think I'm fooling, put it in the comments. So the lowest price that day was $674. This sounds too crazy to be believable, but that's why I'm saying it. We've never gone below this line ever again. And I wanted to dispel some other misconceptions. I'll circle back to that because it's really pretty important. I've been hearing a lot of other nonsense on YouTube lately. Okay, 2020 election is going to be these green lines. So let's zoom in and see what's up. Okay, so November 4th. I mean, election day might have been the 6th, but even still, it's the same thing. Okay, so 67,000. December 2024. We've never gone below that green line ever again. So it seems like election day price, we've never gone below that price ever again. So let's see what that price is. We were at, let's zoom in. I think we had a big wick that day. And let me turn off this. Okay. Let me just adjust this just a hair. Okay, so our price was $66,872 was the lowest price on election day 2024. So I'm putting everything back there. So what I am guessing, this isn't science, could just be coincidence, but we've never fallen below the price of the last presidential election, which also happens every 4 years. So is it possible that the bars pattern repeats and brings us down somewhere around 67,000? I don't think we're going to fall down this far. And the reason I don't think we're going to fall down this far is because of the ETFs. BlackRock's not just going to decide to sell all of their Bitcoin someday, one day, whenever, because BlackRock doesn't own it all. You guys do. It's shares of an ETF. So it takes way too much money to move this market in crazy ways now. So I'm thinking, not promising, I'm thinking 66,872 If we get that low, that will be the lowest we go. Alright, so let me get all this junk off the screen, because there's actually way more. I hope so far what I've done is proven that patterns repeat. All through life, doesn't matter what business, patterns repeat, and they're worth paying attention to. Alright, so here's another thing. Let's turn on G-Money with alerts. And let's see what that looks like. You know what? I'm going to turn on the peaks again, because you guys will find this ridiculous too. Alright, so here's G-Money. Let's see what it shows us. So you guys all follow the channel, you know how this works. When these two lines, when the green one crosses under the red one, we're done. You want to get out. When the green one crosses up above the red one, you want to get in. So shortly after this, they crossed and the price fell. And it would have kept you out all of this way. So we're not, would have got you in here and kept you in all the way up here. It's freaking amazing. So it would have told you to get out. I mean, it's not the top, but it's so darn close. It's good. All right, and we're looking at the weekly Bitcoin chart. So let's do it again. Let's see what happens. So it crossed pretty darn close to the top. So we knew when we thought the top was going to be, because we used that yellow line. And then when we see this, see how this green one just took a nosedive heading towards the red one? That's how you know. That's the cue. Just get out. GTFO. We're going to do this again. See how it crosses? Get in. Okay, so here it crossed right there. And it told you to get out and stay out. So that's how we know. So at the end of the video, this is my indicator. It's G-Money. This is my other one. This is FMC 200. I will give these two indicators to whoever can tell me what kind of plane I'm in. I'm going to show you a picture at the end. If you can guess the kind of plane I'm in, give me your TradingView username and I will give you access to these two indicators. Alright, so let's turn on Market Cipher. And these kind of like cement the deal for me. My indicators are great, but Market Cipher is Market Cipher. If you don't have it, there's a link in the description. You should definitely look into it. Let me turn these off. I want less contrast on the screen so that we can focus on what's important. Okay. And let me turn my peaks back on again, because I want you guys to see what the peaks look like and what it looks like afterwards in Market Cipher. Okay, see this right here? This down, see this green humpy area? Let me do like this. Okay, so this green area right here. And see how it goes down? That's money leaving the market. And then red is, you don't want red, because when the red peaks out, that shows the bottom is in, and we start moving up in green. So when I say money is leaving the market, it's this trend right here that I'm talking about. So let's move this over to this one. Money is leaving the market at the peak. Everybody that's going to sell has sold. Price moves down. Here, I wonder if I can drag, oh, I can't. Okay. I was hoping I could drag it up to the top pane. So we peak out, price falls, money flow falls. So let's see what we're looking at here this time. So again, this is where we are currently. We had a peak for the money flow right here. And there you go. That kind of tells you the story. Let me zoom in on this so that you can see better. What I think is going to happen is I think we are going to, money flow is leaving, and money flow is we're going to run into this situation right here where it's all red and bad. So these are what I just showed you, where it runs out. So let's look at what the price is like down here when we're in red money flow at the bottom of the market. I'm just going to leave my cursor right here so it lines up. So that is when you want to get back in. It's the lowest of the low right here of money flow. And when it starts moving back up, so that's when the little yellow stick told you to get back in. Okay, so money left here in this peak. Price comes down. Money flow comes down. Same over here. Money flow goes down. Down, 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 down. So this is why I use the money flow in Market Cipher B. This down here is also Market Cipher B, and this is momentum. We'll talk about this a different day because it's not super critical, and I'm at almost 28 minutes. I don't want to make this video too long, but I think I have hit the really important things for you. Yeah, I've hit all the things that I think are super important. So, let me do this. I'll tell you where I think we are right now. So right now, this is just a clean version of the same chart. It's still Bitcoin. So we're in a head and shoulders right now. And the way a head and shoulders works is left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And the measured move is from the peak to the neckline. So, see where I'm getting that from? Alright, if we break this neckline right here, typically, not always, but the majority of the time, that's your measured move. That's putting us at 60. I don't think we're going to fall that far. It's possible. Like, anything is possible. I don't think so. But I don't think we're setting up for a good move. This is, my last video, I told you I wasn't sure what was going to happen because it looked like price was going to go up, and it did. But it wasn't going to stay there, and it didn't. Because money flow was trending out. So if you look at the money flow, see this? The money flow is leaving the market. It's almost gone. This is currently where we're at, right there. So we're almost into that red section. This is the other important line. See this white one right here? This is the VWAP. Again, I'm looking at the Bitcoin weekly chart. And when the VWAP crosses this zero line right here, bad things happen. And we're heading towards it in a pretty aggressive manner. So, what does bad things happen? What does that actually mean? Let me show you. See right here where the VWAP crossed below the zero line and the price went away. Here we dropped below the zero line and the price went away. Here we dropped below the zero line and the price went away. Here we dropped below and the price fell down. It fell down a lot, but like it's okay. So the price went down, the VWAP went down here, and the price fell down. So when the VWAP crosses up, price goes up. Follow this dotted vertical line. So VWAP crosses up, prices go up. VWAP crosses down, prices go down. VWAP crosses up, prices go up. You guys, just Market Cipher B, there's a link to this in the description also. Totally worth buying. If you don't have the money for it, it is kind of expensive. If you don't have the money for it, that's fine. If you can guess what kind of plane I'm in, send me your TradingView username and I will turn on those two invite-only scripts. But you can only get them either from guessing correctly on the plane. The first 2 people that guess correctly can have it. Or join my Patreon. There's a link in the description below. If you join the Patreon, everybody with a paid membership to my Patreon will get G-Money and Florida Man Crypto's 200. And I'm just going to wrap it up right there. So if you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comments. Let me know what you think. And the reason I really wanted to make this video today was because I told you this was going to happen 2 years ago. Almost to the week. When the line ran out, that was the dead top. This is what I used last cycle, but I wasn't confident that it was going to work, so I didn't want to run my mouth about it, and then it did work. So last cycle, after it worked, that's when I started making videos about it. I was like, holy smokes, guys, this is a real thing. Well, it just worked again. So just, take that for what it's worth. Someday this will break, but not this day. Tell me what kind of plane I was in this evening, and the first 2 people to guess will send me your username, and I will give you those 2 indicators. Like and subscribe if you find this helpful. If you have questions, leave comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. And I will see you in the next one, guys.